The Ferrell Charles Secondary School Scholarship was launched by the bank in 2015 to pay tribute to the dedicated service and contributions of the late Ferrell Victor Charles, a past president and director of the financial institution. 7 years later, the bank has remained committed to the initiative, awarding 4 outstanding students with scholarships in his honor for the 2021-2022 school year. Director of the First National Bank, Mr. Ted Bathibles, opened the ceremony with some insight into the character and achievements of the late Ferrell Charles, more commonly known as BAM.
The late Ferrell Victor Charles was a born St. Lucian in the year 1935. He was the former managing director of the J.Q. Charles Group of Companies, serving at the helm of these companies from as far back as 1959. Bam was a humble and gentle giant who became a director of the board of First National Bank in 1980 and later assumed the role of president and chairman of the board in 1988. He served in that capacity for 17 years until his retirement in the year 2006.
The family of Ferrell Charles, represented by his son and grandson at the ceremony, were more than pleased to share their appreciation and the support for the initiative.
I can't really begin to describe the sense of pride that I felt in that moment, to know that a lot of the core values that he stood for now will transcend him and help support the next generation of bright and young individuals. So as I say, thank you very much to First National for that. Bam was a very extraordinary person in many facets of his life, from sports to music to business. But it all boiled down to a couple core values when you really think about it, and it was dedication, hard work, long-lasting commitment to the different initiatives that he stood behind. And now I stand behind the next generation, or stand in front, I should say, of the next generation of bright and young individuals who have those same core values that BAM stood for.
The annual scholarship program was awarded to 4 students for a maximum of 5 years under the theme Beyond All Limits. The proud recipients this year were none other than Chia de Turville, Zavi Filgens, Zenith Limar, and Kia Smith. Guest speaker at the event, Rose Aubertine, encouraged the students along with their parents to keep striving for excellence.
Beyond All Limits is a theme that I think very apt. I don't know who chose it, but for what is happening now, it's not easy, young people, to be able to meet up with all the challenges, and you have to go beyond the limits. Oh yes, you have to be a soldier. You have to be strong and be brave and be bold.
According to bank officials, the Ferrell Charles Scholarship presentation and awards ceremony is a significant accomplishment and milestone for the history of the bank and the miscellaneous heroes who paved the way for its current success. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.